Chapter 074 Erase the Pain. With his eyes closed, Fang Han curled into a tight ball, like an infant resting in its mother's womb. He strained every fiber to endure the agony, focused his mind, and tried to cast off the pain racking his flesh to reach the state described in the mantra, steady and enduring as the great earth, calm and profound as a hidden treasure. Yet the pain tearing through his body was far too intense. Every time he gathered his focus, the searing agony shattered it completely. He felt the skin on his body being scalded off layer by layer. This was the torture of being flayed alive. Endure, I must endure. Keep enduring. Steady and unshakable, cast off pain, focus your mind. At this moment, Fang Han drew on an unprecedented endurance, an unyielding, unbreakable will, and ground his teeth to bear the suffering. Yin watched from outside the cauldron. The medicinal power of the blood pills and biluo great pills melted in the Huangquan holy water, seeping into every inch of Fang Han's body and his mind, strengthening his physique, condensing his flesh and blood, tempering his spirit. Yin nodded silently to himself. He can endure such agony, that is already impressive, but he has not found the trick yet. The trick to forgetting pain is to still your spirit. Once your spirit is at peace, the flesh will naturally feel no pain. When you reach the state where you can feel pain or comfort at will, your spirit will rise to a whole new level, and you will not be far from the supernatural power secret realm. As he muttered to himself, Yin suddenly raised his voice, sending the words straight into Fang Han's ears inside the alchemy cauldron. The mind can command all forms of spiritual sensation. Fleshly pain is also a form of spirit. If you can use your mind to erase the sensation of pain from your body, you will master your own spirit and understand the true nature of soul and consciousness. Flesh itself does not feel pain, only the spirit feels pain. The dead know no pain, only the living do. Can the mind truly master pain? Though racked by overwhelming agony and struggling to bear it, Fang Han's mind remained clear. He caught Yan's words at once, and they struck him like a lightning bolt, tearing through countless barriers in his heart. In that sudden flash, he touched upon the secret boundary between spirit and flesh. It was as if he had caught hold of that wisp of pain-causing spirit, right there in his mind. Slay all suffering. Fang Han roared fiercely, gathered his focus once more, and struck down and erased that wisp of pain-causing spirit in his mind. In an instant, a wave of ease washed over his whole body, and the agony grew far less intense. Gurgle, 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 gurgle. The Huangquan holy water in the cauldron rolled and bubbled, boiling Fang Han fiercely, but now though his whole body was flushed red, no skin peeled away, as if he were simply soaking in a warm bath. The medicinal power of the 18 blood pills and 18 biluo great pills kept merging into Fang Han's body. Faint traces of stagnant blood and residual dross seeped out through his pores. These were deep-seated impurities hidden in his body, all boiled out by the intense heat. His flesh and blood grew purer, more condensed than ever before. Fang Han suddenly felt that every muscle in his body could soften into a ball of cotton or harden into solid steel. His strength, explosive power, and endurance all rose another level. If his previous physical strength was equal to that of 10 horses, Fang Han now far surpassed that mark. He was boiled for a full 2 hours. Fang Han did not move a single muscle inside the cauldron, curled like an infant, looking as still as death, his body bright red as a cooked shrimp. Yet his breath was long and steady. Though his face still held traces of pain, it was no longer acute. It was as if he had already lightened the burden of suffering on his own. To master pain this quickly, he is truly a rare talent. It seems fate ordained that the Huangquan map would fall into his hands all along, Yin murmured, seeing that Fang Han had already achieved his first sliver of success. Come out. Yan's voice vibrated, and all the Huangquan holy water in the cauldron flew out, condensing into a large water ball. Fang Han stayed motionless inside, still immersed deep in his cultivation state. Thud. The water ball landed on the ground. The holy water flowed back into the Huangquan map, and Fang Han fell naked to the floor, finally waking up. He collapsed limply on the ground, gasping for heavy breaths, saying nothing, as if recalling the experience of fighting against pain just moments before. Do you still feel pain now? Yin asked Da. I think I have grasped a little of how to subdue pain with the mind. Is this how the golden body of Yin Luo is cultivated? Fang Han mused. Even the slightest movement of his body brimmed with explosive force. Naked as he was, his frame looked as if its muscles could burst with power at any moment, sending a chill down one's spine. One could easily imagine how much explosive power such a body held. His flesh had grown stronger, his spirit had grown stronger. This is only the first rudimentary step of the golden body of Yin Luo. To truly begin cultivating it properly, you must first step into the supernatural power secret realm and gain magical power. How far am I now from the supernatural power secret realm? There is still some way to go. You need much more accumulation before you can break out of the cocoon and become a butterfly. The supernatural power secret realm is not so easy to break into. You must cultivate this way, boiling yourself every day. I will gradually increase the pain you endure. Yin spoke now like a harsh master. I will test you to see how far your understanding of the spirit has reached. How will you test me? Swish! No sooner had Fang Han finished speaking than Yan's claw shot out, silent as a shadow, sharp stench rolling off it. It struck straight at Fang Han's shoulder. Pop! A large chunk of flesh was torn open, blood spraying everywhere, and Fang Han's face twisted in agony. There seemed to be some sort of toxin clinging to Yan's claw that made the pain even worse. Does it hurt? Of course it hurts. Want me to claw you and see how it feels? Still hurts? Then you haven't mastered it enough. Pop! Yin tore open Fang Han's other shoulder too. It doesn't hurt anymore. Fang Han sat up sharply. He looked at his torn wound, frowned, closed his eyes, and after a moment, suddenly opened them again, fierce and unyielding. No trace of pain could be seen on his face. I have erased this wisp of pain from my mind. Good, very good. Yin nodded in satisfaction and tossed Fang Han a blood pill. Rub it on your wound. But erasing pain is nothing. Pain is constantly generated. You can never kill all of it. You must turn the spirit of pain into calm indifference. If you can cultivate to the point where you sit in a cauldron being boiled and feel it as pleasant as a cool breeze, then you have truly mastered it. When your spirit can shift at will, you can forget whatever you wish, and remember firmly whatever you wish. Then you will only need one final step, to turn your spirit into magical power, and step into the supernatural power secret realm. Then let's cultivate more. Fang Han knew time was pressing, and wanted to practice as much as possible. Cultivation needs balance between work and rest. No more cultivation today. You need to properly digest what you have learned. Come into the Huangquan map. Those flying Xianxias are about to metamorphose into Azuras. Watch how I refine artifacts. Observing a flying Xianxia's transformation into an Azura will be of great help to you, and the burst of vital energy they release during the transformation is perfect for you to absorb. As he spoke, Fang Han's entire body was drawn into the Huangquan map. Inside, he saw 10 enormous heart-shaped cocoons floating above the Huangquan River. And the 10 flying swords, Yin Shi, Hongyu, Ling Feng and the rest, were plunged straight into the center of these cocoons.